And O'Connell squares it in the end. Matty James takes over. Good ball into Rathbone in the half space on the left-hand side, and he and Brunt combine. Bright movements and passing from Wrexham early on.
Well, those positions that Rathbone's been taking up and Rodriguez has been taking up, we started that like that at Cambridge, but then we just stopped getting the ball to them.
Here's McLean, found by James, crossing the far post. Longman's unlucky, wins the header. Goal kick. It was a good ball by James to pick McLean out early. Good ball into the far post, and Longman did well to win the header, but yeah, jumping, trying to beat his man, couldn't get enough leverage on it. Wrexham into the corner, goal kick given.
Yeah, but as soon as James McLean gets on that ball.
Good times. Wrexham with a throw, Smith laying it off. Wrexham continued to come forwards. Looked like it could have been a foul by Chalk on Rodriguez, and the ball drops loose. Oh, now that's a foul on Dobson by Webster. It's a late challenge, and the referee has got a decision to make here, whether he shows an early card. Dobson stayed down. Man, I feel he's going for the ball. The crowd is shouting off. I don't think it's a red, although Wrexham is certainly unhappy, and the Burton players are starting to get involved now. Maybe they're a bit concerned. Webster certainly went in on the stretch. It's a red. Burton down to 10 men in the 10th minute. I mean, Dobson looks hurt, and he's not a bloke who stays down very often. But Webster sent off, and Wrexham get a man advantage straight away.
Yeah, and he delayed, didn't he, pulling that card out. I think that put a little bit of element of doubt in my mind whether the fact he was going to use that red, but just waiting to see it back properly. He definitely caught him late. I think his studs must have been up.
I think that's the one, because we're right behind it here, so Webster's body is hiding where and how high and how late his foot was.
And are being patient. James feeds it back out. Longman's just beaten Dodson and got a cross in, and he's got him isolated, and he delivers to the far post. McLean gets up, heads it down to the edge of the box. Rathbone drives it over the bar. He just had to stretch to hit it as it bounced up, and he couldn't keep on top of it. But good work by Longman and McLean again. That wing back to wing back interplay.
Yeah, absolutely. And as it falls, it just doesn't come down. It was the first time that Longman's rolled inside on in the pitch, which has created the overlap for Cleworth.
Here he is now, swinging across the far post. Fletcher can't get to it. Not the best header away. Volleyed by Smith, and the keeper is able to get across and take it. He put it into the ground to keep it down, but it does take a bit of pace out of it, I think, when it hit the ground. Right, how much added time? 5 minutes.
Yeah, again though, another good ball in from the right-hand side. So I expect him to be absolutely electric on this right-hand side.
Now here's Long. Longman's first go at Lofthouse, and he delivers to the far post. Fletcher's there, and he can't make contact. Wrexham asked for the penalty, not given. He was in a wrestling match with Dodson, and neither of them could reach the ball in the end. But again, Crocombe not coming out to attack it. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on him, but Longman immediately getting dangerous delivery in. Started with a couple of lively long passes to try and open the pitch up. Cleworth quickly on to Barnett, who slings in across at the far post. Fletcher brings it down on his chest. He's being pulled, is he? Wrexham more convincing with that penalty shout. Not given. O'Connell takes it brilliantly on his chest, tries to dink it in. Straha intercepts. Rathbone edge of the D, feeds it in, looking for Smith, who battles half a sight of goal, can't get the shot off. Barnett stands up to the far post. Fletcher's there, headed away well, but Wrexham drill it back in. Ricochets to the edge of the area. Matty James lets Rathbone take over, stood up to the far post. Smith heads it back in, and Crocombe makes a hash of it and manages to hold on to it. He sort of fumbled it onto the post. Messy goalkeeping. It was an interesting penalty shout for Fletcher. It seemed to not be able to attack the ball when it was played in. Intense pressure though.
Yeah, and again, Crocombe just not really taking command of that box at all.
Goal kick taken long again. Tacked well by Brunt, flicked on by Fletcher. Smith is on the chase down the left. Crocombe's coming out, and it's a penalty surely, yeah. Well, Crocombe committed himself, got nowhere near the ball, took Smith out, and after all that patience, is a long ball over the top that gives Wrexham the big chance.
Yeah, great run in from Sam Smith as per usual. It's a nice little flick on from Stephen Fletcher, just knows Sam Smith's going to be running into that area, and it's just a bit indecisive by Crocombe again. I don't think he sort of knows that ball's in a difficult spin on it. Sam Smith does really well, doesn't he?
Well, we know he never gives anything up, Smith, and it's like you say, it's just a first ball.
Adam Fletcher is stepping up. Yeah, Rathbone was being cute. Fletcher will take the penalty. Spots it up. Smith still looks a little bit shaken. And Wrexham, with 20 minutes left, handed a huge opportunity. Fletcher stands, hands on hips. Short run up. Referee is going to cross.
Come on, Fletcher.
Everyone out the box. Crocombe dances from side to side. Fletcher, with the Burton fans booing, ringing in his ears, steps up, left-footed. Yes! Wrexham get an invaluable goal. Stephen Fletcher strikes again, and Wrexham have finally got that breakthrough.
Coolest man in the stadium, Stephen Fletcher. What a penalty! That's what Wrexham needed, like you say, Mark. A big goal in this game, which was starting to look really frustrating. But thank you, Sam Smith. That determination to run through, wins the pen. And then, like I say, Stephen Fletcher was never going to miss, was he?
Well, you could have heard a pin drop in here as he was running up to take it, because everybody's heart was in their mouth. But like you say, Fletch, cool as a cucumber, great penalty, hits right through it, good height above halfway, keeper no chance, dives the wrong way, and 1-0.
Restart, 19 minutes left. Wrexham hunting in packs to press, and Dodson makes a mistake. Smith driving, hits an early shot, unlucky, just wide. Crocombe again at a... It's chalk in the middle of the pitch. Helped on. Williams on the left flank. Dodson pops it back in. Chalk in the centre of the pitch. Gordon Malife is making a run on the blind side of Fletcher. Doesn't realise he's there. Goes to block the wrong passing channel, but then Gordon Malife's touch is horrible once he receives the ball. And Longman feeds a good ball. Smith, great run round the back. He's onside. 1-on-1. Smith, left foot. 2-0. Wrexham are taking control. What a lovely ball by Longman. Brilliant run by Smith. And he slots it home. Wrexham 2-0 up. A cool finish. You pay the money for someone who takes chances like that.
Well, that's a goal made in January. Both new signings combining. And it's a brilliant ball by Longman. Smith, he's on his bike as soon as he gets hold of that ball, points exactly where he wants it, and Longman delivers, and then Smith does the rest. Brilliant, 2-0 Wrexham.
Well, it's a poor pass in the middle of the pitch by one of the Burton players, and Longman snaps onto it straight away, but that's what creates the space for Smith to run into. He's not got three players right around him. He's able to get grass in between him and the goalkeeper, and as you like, cool, he gets his head up, takes his
side. Barnett hooking the ball over the top, that's a good idea. Marriott is in, just to keep it to beat, takes a touch, drills it! Marriott gets his first goal since his injury. And yeah, like you're saying, there's more goals in this, and Marriott's pace, they just can't deal with it, can they?
Well, it's a brilliant ball by Barnett, just spins it in around the channel early, because the space is in behind them, and the two centre-halves don't get it all wrong, and then it's 1v1. Can Marriott put it past Crocombe? Of course he can.
Yeah, from a defensive point of view, it's really poor. Can't let that ball bounce there, and they do. And Jack Marriott's sniffing around, he knows exactly where it's going to fall, and he's never in doubt, is he, with that finish? Similar to Sam Smith's, just slots it. 3-0 Wrexham, brilliant day out.
Just catches the defence by surprise, I think. They don't expect, because of the passages of play that we've had for the first 80-odd minutes, it's been keep the ball, move it in through midfield, switch to the side. That time it's just into Barnett.
We are closing in on the perfect day as Okonkwo comes and just makes sure of his clean sheet by taking the free kick into the box. Wrexham 3-0 up against Burton Albion, and with Reading having beaten Wycombe, there is the final whistle and the celebrations can begin. Phil Parkinson acknowledging the fans, but on a sunny day here at the racecourse, Wrexham have done the business. A 3-0 win against Burton Albion.